Hello, everybody. Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Alright, this is the final case. Final case in the Investigations collection. It's a doozy. It's a long one. I hope you're ready. But, Turnabout for the ages. And go. Episode 5. What? What? It's a monster! What the hell is that? April 6th, 10:02 a.m. Big Building Plaza. So, what's next for the great Miles Edgeworth, huh? Wait, you are serious about not being a prosecutor no more, ain't you? Yes, I am. No longer a prosecutor. Hard to believe, and yet I can't stop thinking about what Mr. DeKiller said. Me either. Congratulations on another kid solved. Yet I can't truly say it's been fully resolved, can you? This isn't over. Still don't know who the mysterious figure in the red raincoat at Gourd Lake was. Or who really wrote that letter. We've been dancing to somebody else's tune this whole time. But whose? Still can't let it go, huh? You're like a dog with a dang bone. Both of y'all are. Well, I got me some reportering to do. So I'll just catch y'all some other time, I guess. Wow, you have a news story to chase already? You trying to patronize me, girlie? You bet I got new stories. More than you could shake a stick at. A good reporter always has 3 or 4 leads bubbling away in the old scoop pot. Somebody, please! Whoa, what now? But please, you have to help me! Huh? Know her? What's the matter? Has something happened? There's a body! It almost looks like a monster might have... A monster? I'll be. Anybody smell the sweet, sweet smell of soup scoop? Scoop soup? This way, hurry! What the hell was that run, girl? What's happened now? What indeed? I suppose there's only one way to find out. I don't know why he went all hickey on me. Huh? These look like footprints. This right here's photo gold. Footprints? But how big would a creature have to be to leave prints like this? Mr. Edgeworth, look! Shilong Wang. What's he doing here? Wait. The guy on the floor, that's... No. Dijun Wang, the president of Zhang Fa. Agent Lang! Mr. Prosecutor, how did you get here so quick? What is going on here? You don't think that's exactly what I'm trying to figure out myself? Can't blame him for being on edge, I suppose. The leader of his country is dead. Speaking of which, the body is lying inside one of the footprints. What on earth happened to him? Monster! Monster? What the heck else you want me to say, huh? Then right there's monster prints, mister. That big old bad Torosaurus done stomped right through here, and I ain't never been sure of nothing. What? I suppose you mean our shirt? This right here's the scoop to scoop up all the other scoops and bury them 10 feet deep. Man trampled by giant monster. They'll lead with that in every paper from here to Honolulu. Ridiculous. There's no such thing as monsters. Wait. The honor is all mine, Mr. Edward. I am Dijon Wang. Your efforts on behalf of Zhang Fa have not gone unnoticed. You averted something of a crisis. You're the assassin we've been looking for? In a sense, yes. A certain someone did indeed hire me to carry out a contract. That contract did indeed specify that I was to assassinate President Wang. Did he finally manage to... You. Did you discover the body? Yes. That is, Wing agent. Lang Ji says... Begin at the beginning, with the first person to arrive at the scene. Well, did you really just discover the body? Yes, yes. Hey, go easy on her. Can't you see she's scared? I don't think he's in the mood to go easy on anybody. Nobody's getting it easy today. Do you have any idea who that is lying dead over there? That's President Wang, the leader of Zhang Fa. Please, Agent Lang. You don't seem your usual self, in more ways than one, in fact. When we first met, you had more underlings than I could count. You were known for your unrivaled arrest rate and your cool head under pressure. Now the underlings are gone, and you've forgotten the fundamentals of police work. What happened? What did you just say? Shouldn't you be looking over the scene instead of accusing the first person you run into? Or is it me who's forgotten the fundamentals? God. I don't need you to tell me how to do my job. I was just about to get started. Good. That seemed to calm him down a little. We should take a look around too, Mr. Edward. Yes, I think we could. At least until the police arrive. I'm not strictly supposed to conduct investigations. Don't nobody need to do no looking around. Oh, that hurt me to say that. I done told y'all who did this. It was the Torosaurus. Or my name ain't Lotta Hart. Oh, wait, not... Who did this? What did it? Yeah, that. Are you quite finished? We have an investigation to be getting on with. Step aside, please. You can't order me around no more, mister. You step out of my dang way is more like it. Y'all mess with this here scoop of mine and there'll be a hack to pay. Then some. Excuse me. When you found the body, where do I know her from? You're Mr. Edgeworth, right? Do you remember me? Oh, yes, of course. We met on, that case. No way! You two know each other? Yes, as a matter of fact, we do. Great to meet you. I'm Kay Faraday, Mr. Edward's assistant. Wow, I never knew you had your own adorable little assistant. I'm Penny Nichols. I work over at Global Studios. I'm in charge of props. It's nice to meet you. Ah, of course. One of my old cases involved a murder on the set of the Steel Samurai movie. He's a member of the crew and provided some key evidence. Yeah, and if you ever watch the anime, they like straight up just she gets no lines. You see her face like in the corner, and that's it. It was insane. Our paths must have crossed several times while it was all going on. Yeah, I'd completely forgotten her. Good to see you again. So, if you're here, I guess that means... That's right, we're here on location filming for Global Studios. It's kind of a big feature, to tell you the truth. I was first in today, wanted to make an early start. Then I noticed something was wrong. The footprints and body. We'll take a closer look at the body in just a moment. In the meantime, can I ask you to notify the police? Yes, of course, right away. I'll need to speak to her at length a little later. First, let's go over the scene. There's plenty to look at besides the body. I'll need to examine everything in detail. Let's start with the body yet again. It really is him, huh? It certainly appears to be. And we met him 2 days ago. So this time the president really did get assassinated. That's what happened. Assassin certainly chose an attention-grabbing method. I must scour the scene and inspect it. No obvious. But he's definitely not breathing. So it really was a monster. Trampled by a giant creature? Possible. There's something stuck to the front of his clothes there. Yes, speckles of yellow something. I bet it's monster drool. Yeah, that must be it. Please, Kay, can you at least try to be sensible? We'll need forensics to tell us what it might be. Alright, it looks to be pretty much everything the body can tell us for now. I better note it all. Look at the giant horn. Huh? What's this white thing? Wait, it's a bone. Does that mean 2 murders? It's more like a horn than a bone to me. The body's surrounded by pieces of smashed up concrete. They look to have been thrown clear when the ground was broken. Phew! Sent flying by the mighty impact of a giant creature's foot. Sure, seems a giant creature. Just look at that shape. I know a hoof when I see one. There's only one thing that could possibly be the footprint of an enormous, terrifying beast. And it's not just the one, there are 3. Sure, I probably know that somewhere deep down. But it's way more fun to believe. Our job is to pursue the truth, Kay. Not to believe what feels most fun in the moment. I don't have a job at all right now, sir. Just to examine this case. Miss Nichols, where does this exit lead? That... God damn it. That... Oh, onto the grounds of the big building. Yet another case with direct ties to that same building. The building with the hidden 51st floor used for the lots for illicit auction. I guess it wouldn't be much of a surprise if it turned out to be hiding yet more secrets. Huh? Look at the chain and padlock. Oh, look at that! Somebody cut the chain. They did. I'm sure it was still intact when I left yesterday. I'd say it's possible that this is where the killer entered from. Eek! What's the matter now? Look at that huge dent. How did that get there? You're right, that is a big dent. Would have taken a sizable object to make it, and a heavy one, too. That wasn't like that yesterday, either. Wasn't? I guess that means the dent must have been made last night at some point. The grounds of the big building lie beyond this. Look at it from here, you'd think it's just an ordinary building, huh? There's no one really special around to speak of, either. Well, no one from our current vantage point at any rate. Anyway, we don't have time to ponder such things. We need to investigate this entire lot. I know I missed a couple of those, but I just figured, why not? Talk to Lotta. She seems... I want to talk to Lotta. Why is she in this one, too? So irritating to try to do her best. What is it now? Can't y'all see I'm busy? Girl needs room to work, you know? Why are you so obsessed with the idea that a monster attack? Monsters don't exist. Surely even you know that. What did you... You don't know what the heck you're talking about. Torosaurus is real, dang it. I know that for a fact. For a fact, huh? How is that possible exactly? Because I done seen him. What? You saw Torosaurus? Where? How? Heck yeah, I seen him. The big bad bull himself. Right there in front of me. I was up on 51 over there at the big building just yesterday, right? Gathering materials for a story on the underground auction. Yes, we remember. Well, ain't you just Mr. Memory Man? That's right, I done seen him right when I took that photo. Person in the red raincoat. Miss Finger, right? Yep. Y'all see that blind right there next to little Miss Redcoat? Well, guess who's on the other side of it at that very moment? That's right, Torosaurus. There's nothing. I can't rightly capture every dang thing. I was just a little too far away, that's all. But I seen it all right. Boy, did I. Torosaurus' big old eyes staring right at me, peeking right in at the window. Why is it like human? Window peeking monster? Anyhow, I don't got time to be shooting the breeze with y'all. I got snaps to snap, reportage to report. Quit bugging me, will you? Go on, eat it. That entire story was ridiculous. Can't believe a word she said, did you, Mr. Edgeworth? Is that obvious? Him right there. I'm sorry I got a little upset before. We're working here alone? That's right. I came before everybody else so I could get everything ready. But as soon as I walked through the gate, I saw the footprints. Monster prints first thing in the morning? That must have been a real shock. It was. They weren't there when I left yesterday evening, I'm sure of it. Footprints must have appeared late last night. At first glance, I thought maybe they were part of the set. Then I got closer and I saw that somebody was lying in the middle of the room. You didn't notice until you were right up close? Yeah, my eyesight just seems to be getting worse and worse. I think I need glasses. I didn't notice it was a body until I was right by it. Which is why I got so shocked and ran away. That must have bumped into her. Oh, you're shooting. It wouldn't happen to be a Steel Samurai movie, would it? Nope. Oh. This one's a creature feature. You know, the Torosaurus movies, right? I'm afraid not. You'll have to forgive Mr. Edgeworth. He only cares about the Steel Samurai. But that's not... Hey, that's alright. Not everyone's a fan. But they soon will be. He's back after 12 years of silence. The big bad bull himself, Torosaurus. And it's the Torosaurus movie, you know. It's the first Torosaurus movie in a long time. The crew's super excited about it. And parts of it are set here at the big building that we've been shooting on location. That explains what we saw yesterday. What's going on here? What's going on with the building? Just stay calm. Talk to me, kid. Cut. I'm so sorry. We're shooting a movie. Could you, That must be what they were filming. So, does Torosaurus smash the big building into pieces in the movie? I bet he does, right? Wouldn't you like to? She'll just have to wait to find out in the theater. Here, you can have this if you like. Oh, thank you. Versus Gordy. An epic rivalry is born. Torosaurus versus Gordy. Gordy, huh? That's right. It's not just Torosaurus on his own this time around. He has an arch nemesis. You know Gordy, right? The monster from Fort Lake? Oh, yeah! Wasn't everybody talking about that a couple years back? Mysterious creature in the lake. It showed up in that one couple's photo. Not only were people talking about it, it played a major part in one of my cases. I don't remember what it was. I think it was like a Steel Samurai balloon or something. Not a name I'm too wild about hearing about again. The director's fascinated by the stories, which is how Gordy wound up in the movie. I mean, fair. That's how you make a movie. A little behind the times, but better late than never, I suppose. Just wait till you see those two legends tearing into each other on the big screen. Owns Gordy. Here's something I've seen already. Yeah, versus Zilla. I think we need to learn a little more about the security situation. Miss Nichols, is the set kept locked overnight? Yeah, use one of these. Combination lock, huh? So anybody who knows the code can get in and out. And was that lock in place when you arrived this morning? Yep, everything was locked up tight when I got here. Who knows the combination? Oh, the producer, the director, the crew, the actors. Basically everyone who's working on the movie. Maybe any member of the cast or crew could have opened the lock and entered. This big metal stick thing. Is it for climbing trees or something? No, it's a camera crane. It's used for filming from an elevated viewpoint. There's no camera currently attached, but it would usually be positioned at the top there. Gotcha. Sounds perfect for casing a place before a burglary. Mind if I go ask somebody about borrowing it? And how do you propose to transport it if the answer is yes? Easy. You take the bottom part, I'll take the top. So I'm helping you. And if we go one little step at a time, we'll be back at your place before we know it. And we're walking it back to my house? Hey, these are those plastic sheets you can put down when you have a picnic. They're plastic sheets, that much is true. Want me to explain, Mr. Edgeworth? Those are waterproof sheets. We use them to protect the camera when it's up on the crane. If it starts raining while we're shooting, we can just cover up and keep going. I see. They must be pretty big, right? Oh yeah. They have to be able to cover the whole rig. Wouldn't be much point using them otherwise. The weather was pretty patchy yesterday, so we wound up using them quite a bit. combination lock on the gate leading to the plaza was intact when Miss Nichols arrived, but the lock on the gate leading out to the side of the big building had been cut. What does this tell us? Easy. That the killer used the side gate. Precisely. And it tells us something else important, too. Namely that our culprit didn't know the number for the combination lock. You're right. It would have been way easier to come in that way if they did. But instead they chose the classic thief's route, the lesser-known side entrance. This is no run-of-the-mill criminal, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not sure we should be excited by that fact, okay? Anyway, we know that everybody working on the movie knew the combination. Excuse me, which makes it likely that our culprit wasn't a member of the cast or crew. Ding, ding, dong. This could be one of Torosaurus's horns, couldn't it? You're right, it totally could. Maybe it's part of the prop from the movie? If it is, it must be from something pretty big, judging by its size. What's it doing on the ground here? We should ask one of the crew. Maybe they'll know. This horn, do you recognize it? Huh? Oh, that's part of one of the Torosaurus's horns. It's from a model we use for promotional stuff. Where did you find it? On the ground near the side entrance? That's weird. You keep a replica of Torosaurus's head up on the roof of the trailer. And it's quite large, I assume? Oh yeah. Well, not as big as the real thing, obviously, but still pretty big. Just up there, see it? Right there. Oh, I see Maya. That really is big. Both the dent in the fence and the broken horn weren't there yesterday, according to our witness, which leads me to wonder. Wait, you think that giant Torosaurus head could have... I do. I think it could well have rolled off the trailer roof and landed in the lot below. It seems more than possible. Also, there's no sign of a murder weapon anywhere. Oh yeah, there isn't. Now, this is still only a possibility, but if the Torosaurus head had somehow fell from the roof up there, yeah, that could kill somebody for sure. Miss Nichols, would you mind if we take a look up on the roof of the trailer? Wanna go up there? Sure, I don't see why not. Yeah, move, bitch. Knock yourselves out. Oh, but don't do that literally. The sets can be kind of slippy. Can I not? Actually, would you mind coming up here with us? Oh, sure. After you. Ew. So this is the mighty Torosaurus. Huh, he looks different from before. Here, he's way cooler on the flyer. What's with that weird nose ring in this model? Oh, I forgot. You two aren't Torosaurus fans. This is the original Torosaurus design from 12 years back. So what's the one on the flyer? That's the all-new Torosaurus. They gave him a makeover especially for the movie. He looks so much more contemporary now, don't you think? A makeover? He's totally different. This one's, it's just a cow. Well, he is just a cow. Or at least he was originally based on a cow. He's a monstrosity. Yeah, the cow, man's best friend, reimagined as a terrifying monster. It totally makes you think about our whole relationship with nature, right? That was the original concept. I think the concept might be a little lost on me. Me too, I'm afraid. The model was made for promotional events, stuff like that. So people would remember the old Torosaurus and realize this was a reboot. Yeah, he does look different. People might not get it otherwise. And just as we thought, his horn is broken. So, the model really is what killed the president? I think it's a distinct possibility. Here's one thing I don't quite understand. What's that? Miss Nichols, the model looks very heavy. How do you move it around? Oh, it comes apart. If you know the trick, it's not so hard. But I guess if you didn't, you might struggle to figure it out. If you happen to not be a member of the cast or crew, once it's in pieces, could one person move it? Oh yeah, even I could. Maybe not very fast, but I could. I'm sure I remember that face from somewhere. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. I know this cow. Funny, I was just thinking the same thing. You know it from the president's plane, of course. And from the auction. The President Wang's plush was a soft toy version of the original Torosaurus. Can this really be just a coincidence? A winky dinkle, linkle, 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 linkle. Man, someone busted up that table. It's a wooden table. Badly collapsed. Parts of it are badly scorched. That's weird. The head should be on that table. But the legs are broken. Guess Torosaurus isn't going back on there now. The scorch marks look particularly bad with the legs snapped off. I think there might have been a fire up here. Do you think that's what happened to the legs? Yes, and when the fire had burnt through the legs, the table would have collapsed, and the head would have fallen down onto the ground below. You're right. The fire caused the head to fall. Another fire? Indeed. I also happen to have an idea about how the fire may have started. Those cans of paint thinner by the heater are pretty flammable. Not a great place to keep them. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I'll make sure somebody moves them. But the stove didn't get used yesterday. Not while I was here anyway. Question of what could have started the fire. All the more interesting. So, Mr. Prosecutor, meet again. Yes, we saw you at the detention center the other day, too. You had some business to take care of, I take it, Agent Lang? You could say that. Nothing that need concern you, though. Ah, yeah, you really have a habit of showing up in the wrong place at the wrong time. You're a bad penny, bad omen, and a bad smell all rolled into one. Stay out of my way, okay? I've got a president to avenge. You were already at the scene when we got here. Why? What were you doing in here? What am I, a suspect? Might be. Look, I heard a scream and came running, okay? Guess it was our friend from the crew. Came in from that gate over there. Somebody already got rid of the lock. When I got here, I saw Movie Girl running out of the other gate. In other words, arrived right around the same time we did. You had business here at the big building? Something like that. A date with destiny, let's call it. Similarly, enigmatic when he saw him at the detention center. Let me guess, you're a huge creature fan, so you came to see them filming the Torosaurus movie? Creature features? What do you think I am? The type of person who thinks a creature might have been settled. Sorry about the president. Have my deepest condolences. Thanks. He's a great man. Deng Fa will be lost without him. I mean, you were close, correct? It all started when he hired my father. That was our big break. Our family kept him safe. That was our most important duty, and our most sacred. He gave my father medal after medal, and we had to come up with new ones just for him. In the end, there were no medals left to give, so he made us the keepers of his last will and testament. Those medals, that duty, they're our greatest pride, our family jewels. Yeah, thought we'd be unsealing that will so soon. Wow, it sounds like your family and the president were super cool. But wait, the whole thing happened back in the lake. You weren't with the president then, right? Look, a lot happened, okay? This was all 12 years ago or more. My father and the president being friends, our family being the one who kept him safe. He just changed one day. It was like he became a different person. Now he doesn't trust the police one bit. I wonder what happened 12 years ago. But regardless of what happened, I still respect him. Deng Fa may not be a big country, but he held that place together. Damn it. What was his security detail thinking? Imagine you've already contacted the embassy. Of course I have. And the government. And my family. They'll be going crazy right now thinking about what needs to happen with that will. And things will be getting crazy here soon, too. Those bodyguards will be all over the place. If you're not a fan of trouble, I'd leave before they get here. Look, Mr. Prosecutor. These days, I'm a one-man outfit. A lone wolf. Lone wolf. They won't be letting me lead this investigation. But I've still got fangs, and I can still bite back. I'll find whoever did this, and I won't let you or anybody else get in my way. Alright, I'm done here. I've found out what I need to know for now. What might that be, I wonder? Hmm? Are they just staring at each other? Move, old man. You say to me? You learn some manners, kid. No, you need to learn when you're in the way. Quit whining and get out of here. what the? I'm so sorry about him. Sean, apologize to the nice man. Come on, Sean. You know you can't speak to people like that. Who the heck was he? Policeman, that's who. Why would you antagonize him like that? I thought there was gonna be trouble for a second there. I don't think I've ever seen anybody stand up to Ancient Lang like that. Oh, let me introduce you all. Hey everyone, this is Sean Finn. Yeah, what was his name? Or the fucking fan translation. It's my original version, okay? Sean Finn. John Marsh. I love the name etymology here. His full name may be a reference to Sean Penn, an actor-director whose starring roles included the 2008 biopic Milk, which Sean is often seen holding. That is a different kind of milk. He's the star of the movie we're making. Star? This little boy? Hi there, I'm Kay Faraday. It's great to meet you. Sean, this is Miles Edgeworth. He's a prosecutor. A prosecutor? That's right, and a pretty famous one at that. He's a prosecutor. Where's his badge? Bunches. Oh, you might not want to get too close, Sean. Right, it's no sight for a child. Involved in all this nonetheless, I'll need to speak with him. Really? He's 13, he can handle it. It was Sean, wasn't it? Mind if I ask you some questions? Are you really a prosecutor? You just look like an old guy to me. I am. Old guy. Badge first, then we talk. I don't have my badge right now. How do you expect people to believe you're a prosecutor? God. He's good. Ooh, he's not the friendliest, huh? Want me to try talking to him? Why not? I doubt it can hurt. Never was good with children. So, you're an actor, right, Sean? Yeah? So what? That's amazing! You're so cool! It's not that big of a deal. Huh. His approach seems having an effect. So, those horns of yours. Yeah? What about them? Oh, those? The makeup department made them. The character he plays has a special psychic link with Torosaurus. And the horns allow him to communicate with his giant friend. Is that right, Sean? Shut up, will you? They don't need to know all that stuff. Sorry. Well, the power dynamic here is pretty obvious. Still, that's kind of amazing, huh? The lead character in a movie? While you're still in elementary school? That's crazy. Oh. Sean's actually 13. Looks a little... What? But look at him, he's so little and cute. And the backpack, I just thought... Backpack's part of his costume. He's playing a role, remember? Yeah, I guess he is, huh? But he is kind of Small, you have to admit. Oh, we try not to talk about that too much in front of him. I said stop telling people stuff they don't need to know. I'm sorry. It's all part of the role? Except for the carton of it. The dead guy. That's the president, right? Yeah, you knew him? A little. I met him once. Meeting with presidents now? Hey, that was a real piece of work. But hey, you can't say that. It's not nice. What's so bad about him anyway? Don't want to talk about it? Fine, I guess. Oh, President Wang was working with us on the movie. Working with you? How exactly? He had a part. Just a cameo. Nothing big. So he came to look around the set one time. That would have been when Sean met him. I put the president in your movie. I heard he was a huge fan of the original Torosaurus. So the studio offered him a little role. They figured it'd be good PR. Last thing I need, amateurs on my set. I told you before, Sean, you can't talk about people. And I told you to shut your mouth. Guess he's none too thrilled about the idea of performing alongside non-professionals. Oh, here. What's this? Oh, wait, from yesterday? Photograph? Yeah, I just got them printed. You can keep it if you want. Wow, it's such a great picture. You brought it specially for me? That's so kind. Thank you. No, I just happen to have a spare. Hope you don't mind me asking, but can you take a look too? Oh, sure. Here. It was taken yesterday. No footprints and certainly no body. Complete. So he was killed by... Yes, by a falling Torosaurus head. At least, that seems the most likely explanation. Now? It came down right on top of him, huh? Well, they took their time, but here they are. Police, bodyguards, the whole gang. Mr. President! A little late for that, don't you think? Curses! Who did this? Whoever it was made a big mistake. But I promise you this. They'll pay. I'm on their trail already. What? What do you mean? Our president may have been murdered, but that doesn't mean that extraterritoriality applies. The local police have jurisdiction. Luckily, I know the right people to talk to. I just got myself seconded to the case. Solely one-man outfit or not, I'll be working. Sounds like you already have an idea of where you'd like to focus your inquiries. More than that, I've already caught scent of my prey. Take a look at this. It's a printout from a security camera on the viewing platform on the top of the big building. That's... Oh, shit. It's pointed at the elevator that leads onto the roof, so it records everybody who goes up there. And in this particular case, it recorded the president and his murderer, clear as day. Gavale? What was Judge Gavale doing there? Saying he suspects her of murder? No, definitely not her. As much as I can't stand the bitch, she's definitely not capable. Mr. Edgeworth, I entrust my offering to the goddess to you, so that you may use it to call her final judgment unto Excelsius Winner. But murder goes against everything she believes in. Agent Lang, Perhaps you could explain your thinking on the matter a little further. I heard a little rumor while I was over at the big building.
It's not you, Edgar.
You're not a prosecutor anymore, are you? Which means you don't have jurisdiction here. You want to cross-examine me while I explain my thinking? Why would I agree to that? Hey, don't be like that. You were the one who was just talking about being a lonely one-man outfit. You know what? Maybe it should be you explaining your thinking to me. How come, even though you're not a prosecutor, you're still sticking your nose into this case? It's a valid question. Why am I still here? Perhaps I can clarify that with a question of my own, Agent Lang. Why are you so desperate to catch the person who murdered President Wang? Because above all else, you're an investigator, correct? I'm desperate to catch a certain somebody myself. The person who orchestrated a murder at the big building yesterday. The person who put Kay's freedom in jeopardy. Who put her in grave danger. That person is out there somewhere right now, lurking in the shadows, laughing. And until I uncover the truth and make that person pay, it doesn't matter if I'm a prosecutor anymore. I'll keep fighting. Find the truth. Don't give up until you do. That's a rule I live by. You may have the look of a smart guy, but you're a fool just like the rest of us. Fool? How dare you? How very dare you? That was just what I needed to hear. Fine, you're in. I've lost my minions and you've lost your fancy title. But it seems neither of us is prepared to give up on this investigation. Now, seeing as we're both so stubborn, how about we go head-to-head and thrash out the details? I'd be honored. But be warned, I won't be going easy. I have an assassin to catch. Not even you're gonna get in the way of that. Of course, I would expect no less. Let me show you the truth I tore from this case with my bare fangs. Alright, so this judge friend of yours met the president up on the roof. I would not say she's a friend. And then she pushed him. He landed right here. This all happened the night before last. The people had all been cleared from the viewing platform. There's just the two of them up there. That pretty much sums it up. No doubt about it, she killed the president. They were there completely alone? No bodyguards? None, I checked. The security detail had no idea he even went up there. Must have gone in secret. Maybe it was a conversation they didn't want anybody to hear. But, what kind of conversation? How were the two of them even connected? Means the president spoke to the owner of the building ahead of time. He had him set aside the viewing platform just for the two of them. And it was the president asking. Guess the guy wasn't about to... The last person to see the president alive, really. Yup, Gavale. Yup, Gavale, did you say her name was? Her. Argument certainly isn't completely without merit. But I noticed at least one glaring hole in his reasoning. That's where I'll need to focus my counterattack. Long Lang, former star agent of Interpol. How the mighty have fallen. What? Take a look at this picture. It's a behind-the-scenes shot of some of the cast and crew. Look at those smiles. Well, maybe not Sean, but you know what I mean. And it was taken only yesterday. What? If Judge Gavale really did kill President Wang the night before last, the body would have been clearly visible in the background of this picture. What? Perhaps you should have taken a little more time to speak with those involved. After all, those witness interviews form the basis of any good investigation, as you should know. I don't think I've ever seen you so happy, Mr. Edgeworth. You really do love backing your opponent into a corner, huh? Fine, you got me. I must say, it's been a while. I almost missed it. Perhaps if you tried to stay a little calmer while conducting your investigations in the future. Wish your luck, Edgeworth. Langsy says, the righteous anger of a wolf lasts 100 years. I won't be calming down anytime soon, not until we've caught the president's killer. I want the same thing. We all do. Unless the body appeared last night. You have to accept that now. There's one other thing you need to accept. The president didn't die from the fall. From a fall. You're right. He was crushed by the falling head of a giant monster. The incident occurred here on the movie set. Not at the top of the big building.
Not so fast!
Says you. That's just your theory. I'm not about to give up my own because of it. But it literally can't have happened the night before last. We just proved it with this picture. Did you? What if your friend Gavale pushed the president off the big building the night before last? And then came down here to the movie set and hid the body somewhere. Here? But where? There's all kinds of stuff down here. Costumes, equipment. You could hide it anywhere. And then come back a day later. Last night, in other words. Take it out again. We just need to check the lot for trace evidence. We'll soon find where she put it.
Objection!
There won't be any need for that. What? This piece of evidence proves that Judge Gavale can't have hidden the body.
Take that!
Both entrances to this lot were locked. And we already know that the chain on the side gate was cut only last night. Judge Gavale had no way of getting in here to hide the body the night before last. Rah! But the murder has to have happened. The murder has to have happened 2 nights ago. Why are you so set on believing that? Because remember that picture was a printout from a video. There was more. There's footage from a few dozen minutes after your friend went up on the roof with the president. Again, not my friend. No one, not my friend. It shows her heading back to the elevator alone. No, there's no footage of the president himself leaving that roof. There's no other way he could have gotten down from the top of the building in time, unless he was pushed by Gavale. You say the president was never observed returning from the platform? Yeah, the camera was pointed at the elevator door the whole time. If anybody else had come up or down, it would have been on that tape. In other words, the presence of the camera ensured that nobody could have left unnoticed. I see. How good news, Judge Gavale. Vanishing from a rooftop hundreds of feet in the air. Yeah, that's a tricky one, alright. Indeed, even the Atagarasu can't actually fly. Well, not yet anyhow. Just need a little more practice. Please don't tell me you think you can learn. I mean, if anybody could, it'd be her.
Objection!
You don't know much about the hidden 51st floor, do you, sir? Actually, there was another way. Apart from the elevator? What do you mean? You're not about to tell me he flew. Oh yeah, he was the one. Humans can't fly. He didn't need to. It was much simpler than that. Assuming the president knew what we know. Of course. Namely that the big building was a hidden 51st floor. What? That's right, a hidden floor. A hidden entrance on the rooftop. If you left that way, you wouldn't have needed to ride the elevator.
Knock him back!
What? But you said it was hidden, right? That it was a secret? How would the president even know about it? An interesting question, and one I don't have an answer to just yet. For now, this is just a theory. What are we talking about exactly? What is this hidden floor? Sounds like the kind of place your little ninja friend would happily spend time. No, I hate it there. Don't make me go back. Fortunately, Kay's memories of it are far from happy. There's a secret storeroom up there where they kept lots for an underground auction. The whole sordid scheme was uncovered just yesterday. Underground auction? What the heck are you trying to say? That President Wang was somehow involved? I don't have any proof, but I certainly think it's a possibility. Yeah, based on what we've seen of him, he totally seems the type. Eek. He'd never do that. Not the president. Illegal underground auctions? No. He'd have nothing to do with it. Nothing. What's gotten into him? I hope you two are feeling lucky. Because when people start saying stuff like that, I start biting. Eek! Huh. She ran away. No, nothing. Neither of you. You have no idea how much the people love him. How well respected he is. Is that really true? I guess we know it lurks behind that seemingly respectable public face. People Jane Fox clearly don't. I wonder if I should tell him the truth about his beloved president. No, what good would it be? Forgive me, Agent Leg, I didn't mean to upset you. It's both out of turn, both of us. I can only apologize. Apology accepted and reciprocated. Sorry I got carried away. It's alright. Hey, you can come out now. Sorry. It's fine. It's not you I'm upset with. The animal who killed the president. Well, ain't you just a fine figure of a man? All patriotic and such. Gotta tip your hat to that sort of thing. Yeah, what are you talking about? I got good news for you, Mr. Patriot. Real good news. What? Ain't no way in heck your pal, the president, moseyed on downstairs via 51. Really? I was hunkered down in that there storeroom the whole dang time, eyes peeled like oranges. Of course, you would have already snuck in by that point. Thanks. Very useful to know. Well, Mr. Prosecutor. What? Guess my theory still stands. Means I'm not budging an inch. Nobody saw the president after he met with Gavel 2 nights ago. That's a fact. But it's also a fact that the body appeared only last night. How could the president have fallen from the roof 2 nights ago, only found today? A little slow as falls go, don't you say? Sure, there are questions that still need answering. I'll do that. Then I guess there's one thing we can both agree on. Oh yeah? What's that? The question of exactly what happened here yesterday. Require further investigation. Yeah, I guess all we know for sure is that the body and the footprints appeared during the night. Agent Lang, we'd like to hand the body off to the coroner if you don't mind. Fine. All yours. Just take care of him, okay? Oh, one last thing. What? We found footprints near the body. I mean, footprints in the footprint, if you will. Little ones. The big one. Human footprints in the monster print? Interesting. And what kind of prints? Sir, they were child's footprints. About the size of your average elementary school kid. What? Huh? Elementary school? No, it couldn't be. What now? I didn't mean to butt in. Sorry. Was there something you wanted to say? Jesus. There's something I have to tell you. You'll probably think it was pretty awful of me. It's nothing you should be quite so nervous about. Well, what is it? Last night, I came here. What? Yeah. I mean, you came back to the set? Why? Well, I just wanted to... I was worried about him, so I came back to check. Check on Sean and... Sean? The boy? Makes sense. Yes, you see, he stayed behind on his own last night. Wow, he really does take this job seriously, huh? Well, this movie is his first lead role. He's trying so hard to make it perfect. You might have seen what happened last night. Around what time was this? Let's see, it was... already after 10, I think. It looked like it might be about to rain, so I got a little worried and came down. When I got here, well... saw something, didn't you? Yes. Sean was there on his own, running his lines. Towering above him, there was this long, like, really, really long neck. Neck? Yes, his skin like an enormous worm. It was like a dinosaur. Ooh, you mean it? Gordy? Good old Gordy. You gave me the slip last time, you slimy old lizard, but I got you now. What? Now Gordy's involved too? Yeah, I think he might be. I was as surprised as you are. Although I guess Sean was practicing a kid who can kill a monster. Ah, dang, you're right. He could have been communicating for real with them. Little corn doohickeys of his. Right, but it seemed more like he was kind of looking up and talking right to him. Like they were men. Pretty weird, right? Dang, Tootin is weird. Weird and a mustache on a mute. How could he cheat on his best monster pal like that? Getting a little mixed up here. You're absolutely certain that's what you saw? Oh, yes. For a moment, I was so shocked. I just turned and ran. How about that, Mr. Prosecutor? Serious beast to contend with. Don't tell me you believe this nonsense. Monster angles neither here nor there. But I think we have a pretty good idea who we need to speak to next. Young Mr. Fenn. If he really was here last night, there's a good chance he saw something. My thoughts exactly. The prosecution calls Sean Fenn to the stand. Sean ran off just a moment ago. We need to get after him. Why does she run like that? Where the heck did he go? Maybe he just went home? You're right. He won't be doing any filming today after all. Sure, or maybe he went on the lam. Nah, you're just overthinking things, surely. He's a child, Agent Lang. There's no way he killed the president, not on his own. You said he was on his own, huh? Maybe a monster gave him a hand. Maybe he summoned one of his creature feature pals to help him? Huh. Yes, very funny. I'm not saying the kid did it, not for sure anyway. Not yet. He's our most important witness right now, and we need to find him. Mr. Edgeworth! Hey, it's Gummy! Oh, yeah. He ran away! That about? Goes to show that your police force can't be trusted. Are you saying you intend to continue investigating the president's murder alone? I so would. Last time we met you had about 800 other agents helping you. Sure, but I told you, I'm a lone wolf now. You got a problem with that? I don't need lackeys and I don't need friends. All I need are these fangs right here. Things keeps things nice and simple. Lackeys, no friends. Anyway, catch you both around. Things that got interesting. Sounds like I got my work cut out for me. 2 big beasties on the prowl? Ooh-wee. It's raining scoops. If I don't catch at least one, I ain't no shutterbug worthy of the name. Why does she run like that? It's cracking me up. Wow, this got all kind of complicated, didn't it? It did. Torosaurus footprints were bad enough. Now Gordy? This might as well be a movie. Then we'd better get our monster hunting shoes on. I suppose we had... Huh? Who's that? That's one of Agent Lang's old... Come across a few of them on previous cases. On his own. Excuse me. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. Long time no see. How come you're not with Agent Lang? Shifu? He's not technically my boss anymore. Really? What happened? Remember that case from a month or so back? The Itagarasu case. Could we forget? Made kind of a big mistake there. Came about as close to aiding and abetting a serious criminal as you can come and still keep your job. Indeed, I guess that was pretty close. Well, being Shifu, he took full responsibility, so they disbanded our team. Wow, that's harsh. That explains why he's now a lone wolf, as he puts it. So, what are you doing here? Well, to tell you the truth, I was worried about him. I think he's been chasing ghosts. Ghosts from 12 years ago, to be precise. 12 years ago? What does that mean? Sorry, I already said too much. I'd better be on my way. Okay, bye-bye. Ghosts of Agent Langs. Do they have something to the case we're currently investigating? No, it looks like everybody left except us. What do we do now? Good question. His heart went off monster hunting. I guess Agent Lang is busy trying to track down young. Perhaps we should try investigating another angle. What kind of other angle? Somebody needs to get Judge Gavel's side of the story. Oh yeah, you're right. What did she say again? Please forgive me, but I had better be on my way. I am to preside over the trial of Fifi the Garden. Guess the trial will be beginning right about now. Ooh, I think we better head down to the courthouse, don't you? Alright, let's go. To be continued. To be. Alright, let's Turnabout for the Ages. Part. And I do believe that this is like. Yeah, this is one of the shorter pieces. Anyway, I am going. That's gonna be all for this one. For this stream for now. Back with another part at some point. Next part's very, very long. Anyway, murdered president. That's about. Find out. Hanging out. See y'all later.